Hello, hello. Microphone check. Hopefully it sounds good. Welcome, welcome everyone. Hopefully microphone sounds good. Hopefully everyone is having a good day. Itchy nose. It is open reviews, so if anyone has a game they would like me to look at, just send me a link and I'll be happy to look at it for you. Yeah, how's everyone doing today? Have you been doing Go problems every single day? Have you been playing at least one game a day? Hopefully you guys are slowly and steadily improving. And, putting in the efforts that I know you're totally putting in. Hopefully you're putting in more effort than I am. I think I do Go problems every day. But I do not play a game every day. Not like I should. Welcome, new people. It is open reviews today, so if you have a game that you would like me to look at, I am happy to look at it. Beginners and double-digit queues are highly encouraged because I can teach you the best versus the stronger players, which I can only give moderate advice. If you have any questions, you can also ask questions. Happy to answer those, like how to study or what is this pattern or anything along those lines. Anything that I can do to help you improve today. And hopefully my audio sounds good. It looks good on the OBS settings. Hopefully it's doesn't sound too bad and it's using the right microphone, etc., etc. You guys doing all right today? Solving Go problems, playing games? How many of you watch like games for hours or watch streams for hours, but probably play for like 1 or 2 hours a week? The ratio. How many of you have that like dramatic ratio where you're watching Go content for lots and lots of hours, but you barely play the game? Because I know there's a lot of people that do, and it kind of I find it highly amusing. Like I don't have time to play, but then you look at their watch hours. They're like watch and go for like 10 hours a week. But I don't have time to play one game. Yeah, it is open reviews. Happy to review your games if anyone has one. And the mic is working, yeah? Not heard any feedback about the mic, but hopefully the mic is working. It says it's working. You just hanging out here? Okay. Need to fix your opening. Have you checked out the pattern search link? Not a target audience, but it's an emergency, huh? Have you checked out the pattern search? I'll put it in here. Yeah, wall theory. I'll put on some Mega Dragon as well for everyone's convenience. But yeah, it depends on what opening you want to do. Like, for example, if you're wanting influence, whatnot. Um, you basically take it one game at a time. You gotta realize you're not going to be able to understand the opening in like one game. So, for example, you pick an opening, let's say, if you want the professional way, you want to replay 100 pro games with that opening, like on a real board, muscle memory, yada yada. You want to replay 100 pro games with that, but that's not realistic, right? So I would say replay maybe 10. Get 10 pro games and play out the first like 50 moves of the game, just to get an idea of how it's supposed to work. Just pick an opening you want to do. There's multiple correct answers, something that feels right, and then get an idea of the Josekis. From there, you're going to play lots of quick games, like 5-minute games. And what you're going to do is, after each of those games, you're going to go back and say, my opponent played this, and I need to see if this is the right response or not the right response, et cetera, et cetera. And you can check with AI, you can check with wall theory, and then you create a response for whatever that was. And then you do it again, and you create a response for whatever that was. And basically, you want to play like 50 games with the same opening. And you have to do this for white and for black because you're not always going to be black, right? So for black, maybe you do something, and for white, maybe you do 2 star points, which is very reactionary, or 2, 3, 4 points. But 10 pro games, replay them on a real board, and then 50 quick games, 55-minute games, where after each game, you're going to go back and review and say, what is my response to this approach? What is my response to that approach? They played this Joseki. What is my response to this Joseki? And you just eventually get a response for every common pattern that they'll do. And even if they go out of common patterns, that's like 60 games you've now done, 50 played, 10 reviewed. You should be able to handle at least some sort of response in your head. You can make an SGF file if you would like. But I just like remember it. It's like, okay, they approach top right from the top side. My response is going to be Knight's move. Then you can create yourself flashcards if you want. So you can get graph paper. It's really cheap. And then on the front, you'll write down the approach. And on the back, you'll write down your Joseki response. Right? You could do a flashcard approach if you really want, right? And that way you have a response. And then make a stack of like 100 flashcards. If that's what you want to do, so. But that is my advice: is like 10 pro games and then play it 50 times. But definitely don't try to get it in like 1 or 2 games. You're not going to be able to master an opening in 1 or 2 games. Are you white or black? Am I reviewing for white or black? Reviewing for black. Got it. Okay, open corners, open sides, 3-3. Yep, very good. Yeah, pretty much. Push it towards the tiger's mouth. The tiger's mouth is stronger. So you want to push it towards the very, very strong wall. Minor difference, but it's nice. This is okay as well. The left side is the open side. The bottom side is settled because this is on the 3rd line. So the left side is where you want to be next. So you could approach a 3-4 point. Stopping the Shamar is usually pretty good. You could 3-3. Those are the common responses. Yeah, are you okay? Yeah, this is a little bit flat, but not the end of the world. Okay. Okay, big move. 3 spaces. 3 space jump from 2 stones. You did it down here, so it begs the question of why didn't you do it up here? What is the difference? Because you did it correctly down here, but not over here. A little bit odd. This move doesn't quite make sense. It looks like you don't know what to do now. The next thing to do would be to attack the baseless group. Yeah, but it's slow. That's the problem. If you want the influence, you still jump 3. It's just a little bit slack, so you lose like a point or 2 for no good reason. The next thing to do would be attack the baseless group. So you could lean like this, and then you could play this sort of pattern on the right to play a leaning attack. We lean on the right side stones to gain strength to attack the group on the left. So that would be a way you could play this. Just attack this. You could also just cap. But I think the next thing to do is to attack the group that has no base. Because here has a base, but it only has 1 eye. Everything else has a base. Everything else has a base. Yeah, so the only thing left to attack is these 2 stones. This is a little bit of a slack move. Okay. So your group's a little bit uncomfortable. All right, so when they have a large Knight's Move slide, there is a weakness to the large Knight's Move slide when you have a diagonal. There is a Tsuji here. If they go out like this, the stone dies. Okay? And then if they go out like this, now you have a target to attack. They can also attack you, so you got to be careful with it. You got to be careful with it. But let's say you can get some shape here or something, right? Say you get some shape. Then now you go here. Something like that. And when they run away, you just run away as well. It's a good way to cut it off if you want. If there's that if that is what you want to do. But just know that this does have a weakness. Okay, so you got influence. The influence needs to attack something now. Influence is there to attack something. This does not attack anything. So we need to surround a weak group or make it so big that they have to invade us. Influence is meant to attack. So something like this maybe. I think that's fine. You can do this. You can cap and they do it like that. But you want to attack something. It needs to be big. This one is far too small because this is only 1 square. And if you want them to invade it, it needs to be like 2 squares of the center. Right? It needs to be like this big. That way they have to invade it. So notice how your wall is actually encompassing 2 squares of the center. Right? So if you start building it like this, you're going to start getting a lot of value very quickly. So this is far too small. This is like half a square. So if I'm white, I'm just going to choose a reduction. Just reduce it, and now I've destroyed the potential over here while limiting the potential right here. Right, so I would just choose a reduction because it's too small. No, you want to block. No, because when you build, you need to make a bowl, right? You need to build up a bowl. So right now, if this is the influence, you want to be able to hold water. So you want to build this side up and then this side up, okay? You want to be able to hold water. Now, the problem is one of these sides need to be built in Sente because you can't get 2 moves in a row. You can't go here and then here and expect your opponent to do nothing. So what you do is you build one side in Sente. So that might look like this or something. And that will build that side, but I think it's more obvious that this one over here somehow is attacking the weak group, which is a lot better for Sente. Right? Now look at this. This is looking a lot more active because we are building the edges in Sente in order to hold that water. And notice how the water is still 2 squares wide. Right? It's still 2 squares. It's really scary, right? So they have to go in. And when they go in, that's when you start cashing out. That's when you start making cash while attacking. But that's going to be a different game, because in this game you have to build it. Then when you play a game and you build it and they invade, you get that one reviewed and see better ways to attack. The first you have to build, then you have to attack. Yeah, so this is far too small. Interesting. Everyone's playing in-game. It's a little early for in-game. Yeah, it should be fine though. Little early for in-game. I think that these 4 stones right here are floating because they do not have a solid connection here. This is very cuttable, which means they do not have access to the base. So if it was me, I would cut them off. I would cut off these floating stones. Hello, rail. Yeah, so I would cut off these floating stones. I don't care about this right now. I care about the fact that white is going to die in the center. Maybe even go here. White is going to die in the center if he doesn't do anything. So he's going to have to do something, right? And then I'll start cashing out. This is only 6 points. It's not that big. Don't start in-game too soon. Yeah, so this is a little bit of a problem. You played 4th line over here and made a wall for influence. You played a wall right here for influence. But influence is meant to attack something. You did not attack this group, you did not attack this group, and you still haven't attacked this group. There's been 3 targets. The right side, the least obvious one because it had a base. But there's 3 targets on this board, none of which have been attacked. So you're playing a game to do something, and then you're not doing it, which means all your stones are useless. They're not doing anything, which means you're going to be losing because your opponent got cash, and cash doesn't have to do something because it just got cash. Influence has to attack. Right. So now it feels like all your stones don't really have a lot of meaning. Okay, good. You could lean a little bit because you're the attacker. If they cut you, you just trap them. You're the strong player, so you can do the leaning. Okay, let's check connections. So first, let's do that. Then we can do this. Okay, it looks like it can connect on some level. Yeah, it looks a little difficult to cut it. So probably not worth cutting. I don't know. I would ignore it and go attack. I would ignore it and attack something. There's 2 weak groups down here. I want to attack something. But okay, locally this is fine because there's no cut. Ooh, that is a large knight's move, and this is your house. Definitely want to check the cut. Definitely want to check that cutting point. This is your framework. You have the wall. You have the thickness. You have the right to cut things. They don't have the right to play a knight's move because it's your framework. Yeah, so now you're just following your opponent around the board. You didn't attack at all. I want to say that's probably the reason you lost. I would expect you to lose since you're not attacking. But let's see, what is the result? Y plus 9.5? Yeah, you didn't attack anything, so how could you win? If you never attack, you never gain a lead. Yeah, I don't really see anything else that's obvious. But yeah, hopefully that gives you some good advice for using your influence in the future. Play that a couple times, try to get some more practice in with influence, and then come back and get another review. I think that would be my recommendation. Go problem wise, you're going to want to look at cuts because you need to be looking at cuts like this right here. You need to be able to cut off your opponent in your framework. So probably we're going to look at disconnect. And then when we're attacking in the center, a lot of the times we'll activate some squeeze. This is the less obvious, but what you do is you surround loose and then you tighten it. When you tighten it, you get into contact plays. Contact plays lead into squeeze. They can lead into the vital wedge. And then nets and ladders, of course. So disconnect, squeeze, and vital wedge. And then as a bonus, you can do nets and ladders. I think that would be my advice. Yeah, probably that. Nets and ladders is a bonus, but squeeze, vital, and disconnect. Disconnect is the big one. Hello, Master Akiki. And for those interested, this is SumegaDragon.com, a Go problem website that I am developing. If you have any questions or feedback, just let me know. And right now, there is a Black Friday special going on. If you want the lifetime membership, you can do so and get 33% off by using code BFriday. No, but I am prioritizing them. But currently, there's no one in the queue, so if you would like a review, just post a link. Anyone else have any questions? Till the 30th. So it's till Black Friday, basically. It is my Black Friday deal.
Review started.
Okay, are you white? Yeah, you can upload the SGF to OGS. You are white. Okay. It's a tournament game. Okie dokie. Interesting, interesting. Let's say you're already at a disadvantage because not only is it 5 ranks, it looks like your opponent's playing something unique. So they've prepared for the tournament. Okay. I would probably play a diagonal, but it's really hard to say. Okay. Answer. Okay. This one might be too much. I think I want to try to get one more move and then start attacking these two somehow. Maybe a jump. See, over here, I think I would play like this. Over here, maybe this or this. This one looks a little optimistic, but maybe it's possible. Maybe not. It's a little sketch, but if you read far enough, maybe it can work out. Little sketch. Let's see what the AI says. Okay, it looks like just jump right here, nice move. Just attack it immediately, I guess. 0 is interesting. Right here is interesting. Yeah, I think this is a little much. There's too many weaknesses on the board. Right, and you're going to add another weakness. And you're doing it in a place where you're outnumbered, so probably this one's just a little much. Yeah, I understand you don't like Big Moyo, but you should probably fear having 4 weak groups. 4 weak groups is a little bit more dangerous. Okay, here you go. Yeah, your opponent played a little bit passive, I think. Probably should have done this one. Careful with the knight's move. This looks like overplay. Yeah, this one was overplay. You have to go on the outside. And you want the stuff that's affecting the rest of the board. You don't want to be on the inside. Wow, this is the AI move? Really? You say so. I don't know. It's the AI move, but good luck. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is connected, so this is good. Black, I think, played a little bit slack here. Black, I think, should have counterattacked. Now you're coming back to fix. I think that's good. You can ignore that. Very good. So now I want to say white's a little good. I like white just a little bit better. Half a point. I just think white is more active than black. I think black played a little passive right here. I don't dislike any of this. I'm still waiting for anything that's like not Dawn level, because you've played like a Dawn so far. 2Qs play like a Dawn except for like 1 or 2 moves in the game. You just got to figure out where those are. Because your opponent played this, don't forget that you have this cut. Okay, just keep this in mind, that there is a cut to Suji right there. Because your opponent fixed your shape for you. That is very passive. Now build your profit. Build your profit here. You want to surround him here. I think this is like just a nice move. Cash and Sentai. This can't be the move. Oh, it says cut now. Okay, interesting. And you're up by 10 points if you cut it now. Well, it's definitely Gote, but then black is floating with 2 weak groups, so it's quite nice. This one is way too passive, though. You're the attacker right now. You want to be the attacker and get profit. Yeah, this is very defensive. I would rather live on the outside because I'm also attacking. Like, something like this would be much more interesting to me. Because you want to be the attacker. You want to take advantage of the weak group. So this, I think, was a little bit passive. Ooh, this is unnecessary. Too soon. Too soon. Don't need to do that yet. There's plenty of weak groups on the board. Start getting profit. Cut them off. I don't know. Something, right? Start cutting them off and cause trouble. You should be the stronger player here, though. This is just too soon. There's plenty of weaknesses. Go here. This one is Sentai. This one leaves a cutting point. Yeah, this one is still Sentai because I can do this. No, I can't because there's a decision right here. But what if I go here then? And then here? Yeah. This one's just better shape. Getting to the point where we're going to want to cut this soon. Unnecessary. You don't need to do it. You're already connected, so no need to play it. You're not going to get cut here. You're playing very defensively, and your opponent's getting to do everything. Notice how none of your moves are counterattacking. Black's weak groups never got attacked. Black and J13. Yeah, but that would be very dangerous to do, I think. So if I go like right here, and they do that, my instinct was this is going to be too much. Now, with that being said, I've looked at this for like 5 seconds. Okay, I'm using a lot of instinct to review because I don't have time to go and deep analyze it. It looks like oh wow, even though it attacks the corner, I didn't notice that. This also attacks the corner. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh, I'm so blind. That's so big. So you get to cut them off in Sente. Okay, the AI says there is a cut, but you want to fix it in a more active way. So you could try to do some research there. But it looks like you're correct. But you're not using the you're not using the Aji. So the top right, I think, is a big hint. This move and this move kind of give a hint at your defense doesn't have enough power. Basically, you're good at living, but you're not so good at counterattacking. In other words, you want to use the weak group to live in Sente. So I think really get it in your head to try to do your defense in Sente by using the local Aji. Because if you just keep living in Gote, you're going to get stuck. Like eventually you're going to run into a level, which this is probably the level, where no one is going to respond to you because your moves are just Gote. You have to use the Aji in the area to survive. And that's really difficult to do, but I think that's what you're lacking. And this is where you review your games and you can look with AI and get inspired by AI and say, what could I have attacked? And then instead of playing a Gote defense move, try to attack. Right? Try to attack the Aji and see if you can live in Sente. And if you can, probably you're going to mess it up a couple times, but if you can master that, then your defense is going to have a lot more power. And I think that's what you're lacking is power and defense, because all your moves are just living and not doing much more than that. What? Okay. Careful. This is a chance move, okay? If you play right here and they play right here, they're going to do something to live, right? So instead, what if you threaten to cut them? And now, instead of getting the big move, they get 2 points. Sometimes the threat to attack is more profitable than the attack. So this is what you can call a chance move, where a decision point. Do you want to cut them or do you want to threaten to cut them? There's 2 paths here. Which one leads to can you just connect? I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. My point is this stone bigger than this stone? You want to have that idea of if there's 2 directions, which one is going to have more profit? Honestly, I was even thinking about this move. Because this is only 1 eye, right? Now it's just straight up dead. Yeah, so maybe even just this move. And then you can come back and now you have to try to live, which is unfortunate. But what I'm trying to get at is not that this is better. I'm not trying to say this is better. I'm trying to get you to broaden your horizons of don't immediately go for the cut sometimes. If you're dead, then you gotta go here. If you're gonna straight up die, then you gotta go here or here. Something. You gotta live. My assumption is always you read that you were going to live. Because if you did not, you should not be thinking about any of this. You should be going over here or something and making life. This one's a mistake. Probably. Here's probably going to be wedges. Something to do with the wedges. I would spend a good 5 minutes here. No, of course this one. Of course this one. This one's of course better. Because it protects this connection even more. Oh, actually, you can go here, huh? Get all this stuff first. It just gives you a little bit more shape. Okay. Yeah, I don't see a way for you to live. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm overthinking it. What's wrong with this move? Yeah, this is game over. I think back here you had the advantage if you were the attacker. Like, I think Black would have had to let you connect somehow and try to survive. I think you have the advantage if you counterattacked versus just passively defending yourself over and over. So I think the mistakes are probably in this area, and the passive moves here, I think, kind of tell the story of this game. Is there a wedge? I feel like there's a wedge. Get off the board. Okay. Here. Wow. This one's hard to find. This one's hard to find. Yeah, I think that's the big thing, is just learning how to counterattack. Like I said, I can only give advice to this level. I can't really tell you exactly perfect play. Or anything like that. I can only tell you my gut feelings. So hopefully that gives you some sort of education or some sort of improvement. I would say squeeze tactics for sure. And then connection and disconnection, but like level 5 and level 6 maybe. Maybe level 5. 4Q to 1Q, disconnect and connect. Squeeze tactics, level 3 and 4 should be fine. Yeah, squeeze and connect and disconnect, I think would help the game just a little bit. Yeah, the counter attack. That's my advice. And shout out to Mega Dragon, the fantabulous site that I am creating for Go problems. This is what I'm using to recommend Go problems for people. If you are interested, I also have a Black Friday special going on. You can get the lifetime membership for 33% off by using code BFriday. Yeah, nope. I will not. I am working all day, every day for the rest of the month. Yeah. What month is this month? What month are we in? I'm trying to remember when Thanksgiving is. Yeah, for the rest of the month, except for my Thanksgiving family dinners, I am working all day, every day. We got to get our savings back up. We just had to spend like $1,400 on car repairs. If you include the tires this year. Yeah, if you include the tires this year, we've spent $1,400 on car repairs in the last like several months. And so we just got the alternator replaced yesterday. That was $400 of labor and $300 of parts. And then we spent $700 on tires. So that was expensive. So we got to work. No playing Go for Classy. Classy got to work. So lots of teaching Go and lots of DoorDash. But our car works. Our car works great. Our car drives. It does car things. Anyone else have a game review that we can look at? Go up to Tools, SGF Library, and Upload. Tools, SGF Library. Anyone have any questions that I can answer? Anything you've been struggling with recently? Any questions, any games? Oh my gosh, executive dysfunction. I also struggle a lot with executive dysfunction. Some tips that I use are the things that will make you do it the most is going to be stress and deadlines. But if it's not something that like you're going to struggle with stress wise, which is a very unhealthy way to do it, what I typically do is I make a list for my day every day, and the list is pretty simple. Yeah, I have one or two things max that I need to do for work. It means, oh, thank you for the raid, Mr. Passport.
Just raided with
it means it's a lot more difficult than usual to get yourself to do things that are very common to do, right? So, for example, a common one is self-care routine. If it's not a routine, it is very difficult for some people to do it. It takes like 4 or 5 times the amount of effort mentally to get yourself to do the same task. If it's not built into your routine, routines are going to be the easiest because once it's habit, it's a lot easier to do. Like once it's built into a habit and it takes like 90 days, it's a lot easier to do. Typically for lists, 1 or 2 work things, 1 self-care thing, or 1 or 2 self-care things. Try not to be overwhelming about it, and don't be too strict with yourself. 1 fun thing that you want to do that day, and then 1 thing to do for someone else. Both of those are serotonin. Do the one either you have the most energy for first, like the one that sounds like I can knock this out of the park, or do something really easy first. Right? But a lot of the times, just a 4 or 5 step list. Don't make long list. Long list is going to overwhelm you. But a lot of the times, just 4-step list for your day should be good. Try for time playing bots here and there, good or bad? It depends on what you're wanting out of your game. Yep. If you're trying to improve rapidly, then technically it's not going to do enough. But if you're just playing the game and trying to improve slowly but surely, as long as you're playing a balance of humans and bots, I think it's fine. Because what's more important is that you're having fun and enjoying it. Otherwise, you're kind of wasting your time. But, like, is it the most ideal thing that you can do? No. Playing AI to improve the openings is fine, but you have to come back at some point to play humans. At some point, you've got to play it against humans. So the AI Go board that I have has an opening trainer. Basically what it does is you play the AI, and there's 3 different AIs, Catago, Leela, and Galaxy. And you play them for 20 moves, or 30 moves, or 40 moves, or 50 moves. And your goal is to keep the percentage as high as you can in your favor, right? Your goal is to just keep that win percentage as long as you can. So if you play the AI for 30 moves, you want to check your win percentage, and then see how high you can keep that percentage, and then keep setting records for yourself. And you can do that for 3 different GoBots, and that's fine. I've done that several times as well. But at some point, you have to go play it against humans, which is fine. Like, you get some ideas of what can happen, blah, blah, blah. You practice against bots, less pressure. Once you have some ideas, once you've done it maybe 10, 20 times, you have to go back and play the humans. So at some point, you're going to have to play the humans 50 times. But yeah, you can definitely do it, practice against bots. But at some point, it does have to be humans. Okay, reviewing for black as a 1Q. Okay. This, I think, is a slack move by white. This feels odd, and odd usually means wrong. Okay, so it just here. Just here is fine. It threatens the invasion, so it's fine. Here and then here, I believe, would be the order. No, I think the strong AIs really like this move. But I don't know. It depends on the AI. But I know the AIs really like this move. Feels a little flat. Possible, but flat. Okay, hold on. Hold. I don't think you have the points for this. So let's say 10. 10. Maybe 10. Okay, so we have 30. We have 10 for us right here. Say 6. That's 15. So we need 15 points from up here. I think you got a block. I think you're short on cash. You have no exposure to S15? Oh, okay. Where's my... All right, so we're going to go to this link. Awesome. I have volume 2. I don't have volume 1. I love the Trouble Master though. Okay, so now we're gonna do here, Tanuki, here, here, select around the stones. Okay, that's bullcrap. I know there's more than that. Am I doing something wrong? Am I using this wrong? There we go. Okay, search black. So I selected it and I clicked search black. 1, 2, 3. And we can't see what I'm doing. What? Okay. So what I did was I played it out and I drag and drop, right? So I dragged the square and then I clicked search black right here. Okay. That gives me a bit under 2,000 games. Looks like 1 is the most common. And then that'll give you some ideas of how this can play out. And then you can look at the years over here. So Oyujin is 2023, 2024, Sure Yue. So here's the game. So here's a way it can play out. All right. So that is a way to do it, and you just look at like 4 or 5 examples. You don't have to do a lot of examples, just look at a couple. And that'll give you a starting point. That's your starting point. If I didn't know what to do, I would probably end up at this move. Yeah, if I didn't know what to do, I'd probably end up at this move. Just because you're short on cash. You could probably also get to this move, but I don't think you can afford this. Was it AISA? Okay. Yeah, I just don't think you have the cash for it. Like, you can't give your opponent that many points and then not get something for it. Okay, so this will be just Seki knowledge. That's all it is. It's not bad. I've seen worse results. I have definitely seen worse results in this. Probably you want to be closer to the weaker stone, right? Yeah, I want to be closer to the weaker stone, not the stronger stone. Unless you're attacking. If you're attacking, you can. Okay, this A and B, I think, feel very slack. Okay, so what does here say? Respond locally is fine. And then it looks like attachments to the Shamari or attack the weak group. Abstract attack or respond locally. This one, make your points because you're short on cash, I guess. Looks like it wasn't that big of a deal, but it looks like it wants you to develop, not settle. In other words, 4th line, not 3rd line. And if you're below move 30, you can probably use percentages. Oh, it doesn't tell me the percentage on the dots. That sucks. I would try to get rid of these random 3rd line moves. These random 3rd line moves seem like they're just slack moves. You can do something more active, I think. Yeah, I don't like these random 3rd line moves. In my opinion, I'm only like a rank or 2 stronger than you, if that. So, in my opinion, that's what I would do. All right, now you got to reduce. Yep, good. I prefer shoulder hits, but that's my preference. That seems like overplay. I'm sorry. How dare I not notice the nose to Tsuji? I feel like you just are attacking yourself. This is my feeling, okay? I'm not positive on this. I'm not positive. Here says, I'm not going to defend this stone. But then you came back and you defended this stone. Right? So, yeah, J4 is like a nice move, I think. I think you're over-investing. You need to pick one and save it. You got 2 weak groups in here, and I don't think that was a good choice. I don't think you can do that because this is now a cut. Okay. I think learn your reduction, shoulder hit reduction. You went a little nutso here. I'm not sure why. But these were not basic shapes. Yeah, it looks like you went a little nuts. Because you just ended up with 2 weak groups and everything's getting cut. Yeah, everything's getting cut. Hello, Paige. Paige would be good to ask her review as well. Like, I can give you tips, but Paige is actually strong enough to tell you exact variations. Not Bats, though. Bats tells you not to count. How dare! I'm a big counter. I'm a big counter. I was yelled at a lot to count, okay? I was yelled at a lot in my Go career to count by my teachers. Now, do I think you can be strong without counting? Yes, I think you can. I've seen it done. There are plenty of strong Dawn players that can play without counting. I prefer counting, though. Yeah, oh, I totally get lazy with it, too. That's why I get yelled at, right? That's why I get yelled at by my teachers. But I can count, yeah. Most of them give me Bats crap for it, though. This section is bad for you. It's hard to identify what exactly. But I can see that it's not good, but I'm trying to identify something more exact. You know, I'll tell you what I would do, like, because I literally do this. Come back. What are my links? I have links. I literally do this myself, but I would review old Japanese pro games. So study, pro players, pattern search. Oh, dang it. I didn't want to click that. Go back. Okay, technically I should probably make it a specific link for the Kifu as well. But you can do it in pattern search too. So on pattern search, I would just change it to browse the database. And let's see, can I do advanced search? Date older than 1900, so not 18 to 1900s, I think. Let's do 1900 to 2000. So 1950 to 1980. And then I would just replay these like 2 games a day on a real board. Yeah. I would replay these on a real board. Like 2 games, maybe 1 game a day is fine. 1 game a day is fine. Just replay these on a real board. What you're doing is you're developing a feel for the movement. And for you, I would pay special attention to reductions and how they use reductions. Because I think your reduction in that game was very confused. Yeah, I think you're missing shapes. And I think shapes can be found in older Japanese programs. There's lots of good shapes. This is what I do for practice as well. Like, I have a stack in my hallway. I have a stack that's this thick of old Go magazines. And I have a stack about this of the European Go Journal. And then I have Ensong's shape thing all in my hallway, right? And then right here, I have these for making video lectures on that I have not done. It is on my to-do list, but I keep doing other stuff. But I have those next to me as well for doing making Q lectures. And never studied the game properly. Well, let me give you a piece of advice. You are the top 1% of Go players practically. I believe it's like 1.3 or something stupid. But like, you're the top 1% of Go players. Don players are the top 1% of Go players. If you don't study, who is? If this level, the top 1%, doesn't study the game properly, who's going to? Right? You are too strong to be lazy. I regret to inform you that you are no longer allowed to be lazy. That is how strong you are. If you want to improve, anyway, if you want to improve, it now is work because you can't just magically learn one thing and rank up. It is now work to improve. Go problems every day. Yeah. Sorry. Too strong. Go back to DDK if you want to be lazy. If you want to learn one thing and rank up, you got to go back to double digit Q. Yeah, that is my advice. Hopefully you found that helpful and educational. I will say, just to make sure you have this, you probably do, but just in case, I want to recommend the Corner Life and Death. Basically, this is Corner Life and Death, but it also contains J groups. I want to say level 4 and level 5, especially level 5, right? Yeah, you need to have J groups down. Right here. Here's the J group. This is a J group. That's kind of a J group. That's definitely the J group. Oh, wait, no, I have a campaign. The campaign has J group specifically. Campaign. Campaign. We're going to go to Rocky Peaks. And we're going to go to J group. Click on study. You can do this in the start, but basically, the J group is the letter J in the corner. So it's this sort of J right here. Sort of J in the corner. A lot of single-digit Qs don't know this. You see how this looks like a J? Like, the top of the letter is right here, and there's the loop of the J. Does that make sense? It's a J. It's the letter J. So these are very important. Here, I'll go ahead and copy this. You can do it directly. This will only work right now because until I click enough, this is my user list, not yours. But the link is temporarily there. But if you want to, you can get it from the campaign. Because the way this button works is it saves it to your account's temporary list and then opens it in the problem page. Yeah, these are the J groups. Master the J groups. Master these. Very important. $20 problems. Yeah, I would, I mean, honestly, I'm building this for single-digit Qs, so at your level, I would expect you to be able to 3-star all of this. But if you can't, it's good practice. I don't know if you have Smago Dragon, because technically this is the premium, right? But I've organized all these for single-digit Qs, and I'm still going through and trying to, like, sharpen it and everything, but I would expect any Dawn player to be able to 3-star all of these. And I say that having 2-star, 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 3-star. I say that having not done it myself. Yeah, it's the Go problem site that I am building. I work on this full-time. This is my job, is to teach Go and build Smago Dragon for you guys. Yeah, so this is the customize, and then the campaign is my hand-picked Go problems. Thank you. Yeah, custom categories sorted for you. Paige has also helped us sort it. Welcome, Jin's Chest. Welcome, Raiders.
Jin's Chest just raided with 6 viewers.
But yeah, this is sorted thanks to myself and several others, including Paige, that are helping sort. And then the campaign is my hand-picked puzzle sets. And the beginner stuff is free. The beginner campaign stage is free. But yeah, I like it. I work very hard to make it as educational for you guys as I can. I work on it full time. But the daily challenge and Puzzle Rush is free. Puzzle Rush, you can do like 100 a day. 100 puzzles a day. So it's plenty of practice if you just want to do that. But if you want more customized practice, yeah. Oh, and Black Friday sale for Samago Dragon. Lifetime membership is 33% off if you use code BFriday. And that is the lifetime membership for forever. All improvements to the site included. Okay, any other questions? Any other questions? No, I don't want to be the last stream. How do I get my hair so silky? I wash it. I actually use conditioner, which my wife always yells at me for. So it's not just I wash it and then I actually use conditioner, and it makes it nice and fluffy. I like the fluff. But yeah, my wife actually makes me use the soap properly. I used to just use shampoo. Okay, I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I'm a man. Whatever. Bite me. Black Friday code is for the rest of this month. You can use it to get a 33% off a lifetime membership, but you can also use it on my bundle packs for lessons. So if you're interested in getting lessons from me, you can do so there and apply the same code until the end of this month. Suggestions for finding people IRL. I recommend the Better Club map. Better Club map finds Go clubs in your area. I would list yourself on the map just in case other people find you. And I think that's a great way because the white dots are people, the black dots are Go clubs. So you can see there's a... We cannot compete with Europe, though. Holy crap. Lots of Go players on this map. That is my advice. Okay. And I think we'll wrap it up with this game. This will probably be our last game. That is not true. There are no people that have used this website in Japan. There's a few people that have. But trust me, there are Japanese sites where this is heavily populated. This is this site is mostly English. Yeah, this site is mostly English. So this is this is the English community basically. Oh, lucky. Lucky. I got to go to a Japanese Go salon, and that was nice. Okay, so let's wrap it up with this one. Okay. You're getting trolled. You're getting trolled. If you lost this game by 60 points, you're getting trolled. Yellow is an event, like a tournament. I would not go 3 space here, though. I would go 2 space. Too dangerous. One space jump is the shape. You really need this move. The reason is if they get to right here, this is a one-eyed group. This is the fall side. So it's really uncomfortable. Defense. Defense, defense. Okay, good connection. Go punish. I mean, if you're gonna play it. Okay, when they play this move, your eyes should immediately be drawn to the fact that they've got a lot of influence. Okay, so all you have to do, you have more cash. You have more cash than they do. So all you have to do is reduce it, and you should have a victory. So first I would try to fix and see if you can break in that way. And then maybe cap it. Yeah, just reduce. Here is helping them a little bit. So if you don't kill this left side, then your moves are not getting enough value. You don't need that move. Okay, be careful. Be careful of stuff in here. I want to fix. I want to fix. You're gonna get in trouble if they get in there. Okay, you fixed. That's nice. How do you lose then? I don't see how you could lose this game then. Now you just build the top side and you win. This is no longer that big. Just build the top side now, you win. Maybe here. Because now, it's only this big. Remember, if it needs to be bigger than a center square. It needs to be bigger than this square. This triangle is not bigger than that square. I like that this is a cutting point. I don't know if it works though. Looks like it does. Okay, let's see how it goes. You connected? All right. Yeah. Big move. Big move. Odd. Connect. You can be cut in Sente. You can be cut in Sente. You gotta connect. You're trying to see their cuts, but you're missing your cuts. Wasn't missing your cuts what I mentioned last time I reviewed your game? Is that you're not playing defense on your cutting points? Am I recalling this correctly? Yeah, if you connect right now, that is very deadly for black. Like, if you just connect, how's black going to survive? Yeah. Very important point right here. Just this move is incredibly important. Because the difference is black being connected with everything versus black dying with everything. Very large difference. Net. Or ladder, I guess, but... No, ladder's better because of this stupid cutting point. Like, I feel like you guys are teasing me about this cutting point. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Black died. Black is dead. Uh-oh. Okay. Black is still dead. Black is still dead. So something has to die for you to lose by 70. No. Oh, you misread the Atari, I think. Both of you misread the... Okay. Here does not kill the Blackstones because white is an Atari. I want to say that's what both of you read was up to here, and you didn't notice that white was an Atari. This is my assumption. What dies? Disconnect. Remember, cutting points is the only way the stone lives. Just connect and capture the cutting stone. The cutting points is the only way it can live. Is your cutting points. Okay, still died. How do you lose? You did lose, yeah? White plus resignation. No, you didn't. I totally thought you lost this game. I just assumed because you had submitted it for review that you lost this game. Bip. Oops. Oops. Second line. Second line. Oh, yeah! Frick that stone. It deserves to die. I love it when my students apply what I've taught them. Careful. That can lead to a Seki. That can lead to a double Atari. You gotta be careful with that one. Just reduce it. Just reduce it. Just reduce. Oh, I love when my students do the stuff that I've told them to do. Okay. Hey, it's practically perfect for this level. Like, what more can you expect? The fact that you knew how to attack it from the second line is already... Uh-oh. Oh, it was so close. It was so close. Why? What? What? Ah! Okay, is White gonna die? Okay, White might die. White might die. White might die. White might die. Okay, it is possible. I understand the concern, but you gotta go for it. Oh. Almost. You almost had it, but it's fine. You attacked brilliantly. It was great. Just remember, the bamboo, you have to take the tiger's mouth of the bamboo to take the eye. The bamboo can become an eye with the tiger's mouth. Just remember that. That's the key here. Everything else was fine. Also, don't play so fast. You missed the game-deciding moment. That is a chicken move. That is a chicken move because it's self-Atari for Black to play that. You're not Atari yet. Go play in-game. Play in-game. You're not Atari yet. Don't fix. That is greedy. And you keep getting away with it. Okay. You never know how these things go. I've seen miracles happen in double-digit Q games. Like that one in the top left. Chicken move. No chicken moves. No chicken. No chicken, no chicken. There's nowhere for this cutting stun to go. Where is it gonna go? It has nowhere to go. That one I understand. That one's difficult to read. Yeah, I understand. That one's not a chicken move. Yeah, here you're just playing very, very fast. How fast are you two playing? Holy crap, it's like you're mega blitzing. Hey, nice. Unnecessary. You two must be like mega blitzing. Oh my gosh. What is the average time? Let's see the average time. Come on, load a little bit faster. Doesn't take that long to get the OGS API to work. Like, I know what it's doing, and I don't know why it's so slow about it. Okay. 3.9 seconds, 5.2 seconds. It must be. It must be having trouble dividing the data. And it's depends on the day. It's really annoying. But like, I'm not exactly working on this page at all because I'm trying to focus on the Semego, not the games. At some point, I'll be able to handle games, but right now I'm just focusing on Semego. This one is arguably doing the exact same thing. 3.9 seconds, 5.2 seconds. Two seconds, 3 seconds, 3 seconds. I honestly thought you were playing like faster than that. 0.5 seconds. What is the move that killed him? Okay, so black died in 1.3, 1.4, 0.5. So it took all of like 2 or 3 seconds for black to die. But on the flip side, white spent 3, 5, 2 seconds to kill. How does this happen? They must have been looking somewhere else or something. 0.7 seconds, 0.8 seconds. You should never play a move faster than 1 second. That's like instant response. Instant response. Less than 1 second response. Should never be a thing. Hi, Kitty. I'm sorry for scaring you. Some fast responses. Okay. Remember your cutting points. We learned about the bamboo joint eye. And yeah, I think you did pretty well in the top left other than that. And you attacked your opponent's cutting points pretty well. Just gotta watch your own cutting points. But with that, one final shout out to Samego Dragon, which is the website I am building to do Go puzzles, and shout out to my lessons. If you're interested in what I do and you like my teaching style, please consider checking out the lesson bundle packs. You can use code BFriday to get 33% off of your lesson bundle pack. And it also applies to the lifetime membership if you want to get lifetime membership on Samego Dragon. And of course, the lesson packs do come with Samego Dragon for several months as well. So the 6-month pack, you get 6 months of Samego Dragon. 12-month pack, you get 12 months of Samego Dragon, etc., etc. But yeah, with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream today and found it educational and helpful. And let's find someone to raid. I don't know what those two are, so we're gonna have to raid someone else. Guess we find a chess player. Actually, aren't they a Go? This is a Go player, right? They're just playing Baldur's Gate right now. Am I correct? Hiro Sana at Nox the Jester. Are they alive? They're not live at the moment. So I think this will be fine. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream today. Wanting the website for finding people. Yeah, that's what the map was. The map is the place to find people IRL. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. Lag is a thing. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream today, and I will see you guys next time.